Good morning, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. What's up, SmashweRx crew? We're gonna be going over the overhead squat. Yeah, you wanna know the ultimate lie detector in your mobility? Do an overhead squat, see where you're at. If you guys are out here doing your overhead squat when you're dropping into the bottom, we've got some mobility issues. So it's either gonna be shoulder, hips, or ankle. Usually, there's a little bit of thoracic component too, but thoracic spine doesn't move that much because of the ribs and the fact that the vertebrae are wedge shaped. So I'm gonna show you how to open all that stuff. So one of the first things you wanna do though is check this out. So you're gonna take your thumb, you're gonna point it all the way up. If you guys are stalling out here, by the way, I'm sore as hell from the Masters qualifier, so if I get up here and it starts to bind again, I look like Quasimodo. It's because I'm sore, not because my mobility's bad. You guys, you know what? Come on, let's all redo the workouts. It'll be fun. So thumb up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come all the way up like this. If I can see the ear, and this makes a nice straight line, then your shoulder mobility is good enough to do an overhead squat. A lot of guys go through all this stuff, these fancy little tests. It's that simple. If you can bring your thumb up and you're all the way up like this, I know you can't see my thumb, but it's like the karate chop thumb. So I realize all you karate guys, you don't stick your thumb out. I know that, I know, I've watched a lot of Enter the Ninja movies. So anyway, the point is that you want to be able to open up those shoulders a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do that, but what happens is it's not the shoulder itself, it's the muscles that attach in there. A lot of times it's not that joint capsule, it's the lat, the teres, that serratus, and then that tricep, especially at long head, because it attaches to the scapula, angles it down, so when it's really tight, it's going to drag that scapula down. Remember, the scapula has to rotate upwards so that fossa, that glenoid fossa, can allow that head of that humerus to go all the way up, because if it's angled like this, you start banging into the top, you start mashing up that labrum. Looks like baby food when you're done with it, and as delicious as baby food is, we don't want it to be in our shoulders. So that's number one. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to open up the hip, peel away that that glute med, that piriformis, that glute max. I'm just going to show you how to smash the hell out of all that stuff, and then peel away that adductor as well, and then open up that calf. Remember, the calf, part of the problem is we have the soleus and then the gastroc in the center, and when that Achilles gets laminated down, it starts to drag that foot really flat and internally. So the problem is there's a bone right here on the calf, or on the ankle rather, 26 bones in the human foot. One of them is called the talus, and it's got to tuck back to allow your foot to dorsiflex. If it can't tuck back, it rams into the bone and you kind of hit that stopping point. You guys will feel that. It'll feel like a pinch in the ankle, or you just say, hey, my ankles don't move like that anymore. Well, this is how I'm going to show you. Clear that out, get some calf mobility, and get that talus to tuck all at the same time. Super fun stuff. Hey, it's Monday. This is the fun stuff we do. So first things first, you can see I got a band over here on the rig. Let's make sure you can see me. You guys have seen this stretch before, but trust me, it's going to help your overhead squat a ton. So you're going to grab the band. You're going to get your hand inside here. We're going to use this side of the rig. Now you can do it freestanding. Just wind up and go like this. That's fine. And then just lean forward. And that's going to peel away that serratus anterior, all this stuff in here, the lat, the teres, even a little bit of the pec and that tricep. But you really want to get funky. You want to get jiggy with it. Come on, that's funny. I don't care who you are. You're going to get all the way up against the rig. So load it up, pronate the hand, and then grab onto the rig and just drag yourself into it. You can see I'm all the way on the other side. So you're going to hang out like this for how long? 2 minutes. You're going to feel it all the way up here. So let that band really drag you down and back. And you're going to open up all the tissues in here. That's going to free up a ton of shoulder mobility. That's number one. You're going to be able to get all the way overhead with that thumb back. Remember, that's key. Because otherwise what happens is that thumb rotates forward. Remember, armpits out, right, for that overhead squat. That rotates forward. It loosens up the joint capsule. That shoulder gets sloppy. You lose the integrity. You lose the ability to hold it nice and tight. Now it's all muscular that's holding it up, and your shoulders gas out before you really should gas out, and that overhead squat becomes really, really hard just because you're efforting so hard. Let that joint capsule do the work. Let it wind up. Remember, what's stronger, bone on bone or soft tissue holding that all the way up? Let those bones lock out. Let everything kind of rest on the joints designed to bear that weight versus holding it with your tissue. I see these guys, they overhead squat like this, you know, and they hold it real tight. Boom, just lock it out, rip that bar apart, it'll make a big difference. So that's how you open up the shoulders. That's number one. Number two is we're gonna hammer this hip. Now this is a common funky disease for a lot of dudes. So let's go like this, make sure we can see. All right, if the camera flops over, hey, I'll flip it up. So you're gonna take a band, you're gonna step inside. This is common for a ton of people, including yours truly. You're gonna get in here, watch all your stuff in here, boys. And you're gonna take the foot and you're gonna drop it out like this, okay? So you're gonna drop the foot out and you're gonna load up the band. But I want that foot out far. So we're not getting any of this on the camera, so I wanna make sure we get all this stuff, because this is good stuff right here. So we'll go like that. There we go. Yeah, baby. Mad camera skills, come on, you love it. So step in the band, watch all your stuff, take your foot, now you got it, block the foot. So you're gonna take the foot, I'm gonna go this way. So you're gonna block out the foot. So my foot is turned sideways, you can see that, right? Turn sideways. And then all I'm gonna do is the band is dragging the femur into the back of the acetabulum where it's supposed to be and where it's the most stable. So you're just gonna block out the foot and you're just gonna push forward. That's all you're gonna do, hang out like that. Now, you're gonna do this for how long? 2 minutes. You're gonna feel that all the adductors, the hamstring, and a little bit of the high hip. This is where it changes. Drag that foot in a little bit, get your sternum over that foot, drop that knee, oh, and see the band is dragging you all the way back, and then just sit all the way forward. Hang out here for how long? 2 minutes. All right, so we're gonna be pushing down on the foot like this. Foot is turned all the way out, sternum in line. With that band dragging the femur into the back of the socket, and then just camp out. How long? 2 minutes, baby, 2 minutes. That's number 2. Well, it's like 2.5. Here's the next one for the hip. You're gonna take this, you're gonna trap, so when you squeeze your butt, oh, take a look at my butt, okay? You're gonna squeeze your butt. When you squeeze your butt, there's a big lump right here. That's the lump of tissue you wanna hit. Don't hit anything in here. You're gonna drag across that sciatic nerve. It's gonna friggin' hurt. It's gonna be like lighting up your funny bone except your entire leg. Don't do that, it's gonna hurt. You guys are gonna send me messages and say, ow! So you're gonna take this ball, drop it like this, trap that big chunk of muscle in there, and all you're gonna do is take your foot and just grind back and forth. Oh, Jesus, this is terrible. I did a lot of overhead squats this weekend. This is awful. Good, and you're just gonna hammer this out. Just let that, do this for like 3-4 minutes. Just grind that tissue into nice, soft little piece of silly putty. You guys remember silly putty? Stuff was freaking fun. Get the kind that glows in the dark. That stuff's cool. Listen, ADDDD, that's what I got. Last one is gonna be the calf, or the ankle rather. So, I know you guys are loving my camera skills. Make sure I get the bottom of the rig. Yeah, baby. You're gonna take this, trap the front. Okay, so now I've got the band on the front of the ankle, right where it makes the crease. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang out like this. I'm hammering this calf. Knee is locked out. Grab onto the rig. Just stand up really tall, squeeze your butt, and let that band drag that talus all the way to the back of the joint where it's supposed to so you can get into that dorsiflexion. And then when you're done, you know what to do, right? Check it all again. Do a smash test. Smash test is drop into the bottom and see where you're at. I guarantee you, you're gonna have more range of motion on the side you just worked on. Hey, that's how you change your overhead squat. It's one of the many things and many facets of the overhead squat. But you do these things alone, I guarantee you're gonna be overhead squatting in no time. And if your overhead squat's a little weak, this will change it like crazy. And if you got hip, ankle, shoulder problems, hell, it's probably clear them all out too. Hey, I'm Trev, SmashweRx. It's Monday. See you later.